Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about closing costs. Hello, my name is Althea Hearst and I am a top producing agent here in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. Top 5% nationwide, over 100 million sold, over 500 families served. Enough about me, right? I can go on and on, but I'm here to educate you. If you are a realtor looking for coaching and training, I'm also here to help coach and train you. But in the meantime today, you guys, we are going to focus on closing costs, what it is, and let's talk about it, right? So first, before we jump into it, because I'm going to share my screen, it's important for you guys to know that down payment and closing costs are separate, okay? The way that I kind of like to give a visual or analyze this a little bit, try to paint the picture, is I'll say you have closing costs in your left hand, and I'm sorry, I'm all backwards today, guys. You have down payment in your left hand, you have closing costs in your right hand. You smack your hands together, put some lotion between your fingers, and then we have what you call your total cash to close. So think of it as a simple 1 + 1 = 2 math equation, right? 1 is equivalent to down payment plus 1 that's equivalent to closing costs equals total cash to close. Okay. So 1 + 1 = 2, down payment plus closing costs equals total cash to close. So these are two separate costs when you are home buying. Okay. However, once you get to the closing table, everything meets in the middle, and it's called your what? Total cash to close. So focusing in on closing costs by itself, you guys, what is closing costs? What is it made of, right? Most of the time, and I'll talk about it in other videos, but most of the time when you think of down payment, you always hear people talk about down payment assistance, and you hear people say, hey, on an FHA loan, your down payment is only 3.5%. But when it comes down to closing costs, a lot of people don't know how much their closing cost is. Why is that? Well, closing costs is always estimated, right? And I'm going to use the word estimated and make it all nice and animated, right? Estimated, because it really truly depends upon the house that you select, okay? Depending upon the house that you select, depending upon the property taxes, depending upon the lender that you use, depending upon the title company that you use, all depends upon how much your closing cost is going to be. But we estimate closing costs to be anywhere between 4.5 all the way up to 5.5% of whatever your purchase price is. So that means if you are buying a property at $500,000, your closing costs by itself could be either 4.5 to 5.5% of that $500,000. So how do I break that down in terms? That means you would do the math equation just like this. Let's say if it's 500,000, you would do 500,000 times 4.5% equals estimated, remember, estimated closing costs. Okay? Don't mind my handwriting. There we go. Let me back it up a little bit. But that's what it would do. Okay. So to equal the estimated closing costs, 500,000 times 4.5%. However much your home is the number that you need to put here. Okay. So that way you can figure out how much the closing costs may be for you. If you don't have a home specifically right now, then whatever property that you're looking at online, use that same exact formula and put in that sales price times 4.5%. And that will equal your estimated closing costs. Now let's take a look at this. I'm going to share my screen, you guys. Here we are, right? So I'm going to put all my stuff on this side. So let's take a look at this, you guys. Here where you see an estimate of closing costs, this is a real live spreadsheet, okay? This is something that one of my clients are using, but I'm using this for you guys as an example, okay? Here are a bunch of different lines that can make up your closing costs. Now, again, closing costs is estimated. Why? Because it varies depending upon the person, the property, the lender, the county, the taxes, and even the title company. So you can see loan origination fee. Okay. When you're purchasing a property, this client right here is being charged $0 for a loan origination fee. But depending upon the lender that you use, this loan origination fee can go anywhere between $1,200 all the way up to $9,000. Did y'all know that? And I'll be honest, y'all want to know who I saw charge $9,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a loan origination fee? Y'all want to know who I saw charge that much? Navy Federal. All right. Loan discount points. So this is where you are paying down points. And when I say points, this basically means you're paying down your interest rate. Okay. This is a really good video. Paying down your interest rate. So if in any time or any moment you say, hey, you know what? You're giving me an interest rate of let's just say a 6.875, but I really want to bring that rate down to a 6.375. You can pay to bring that rate down. So however much you decide to bring that rate down, it depends upon how much the lender is going to charge you. So the loan discount points to bring the rate down, okay, was $3,325. Okay. This is all part of the closing costs. All right. Then you have appraisal and application fee. Some lenders combine these, some lenders make them separate, and your appraisal is ordered by your lender, not by your agent. Okay. So depending upon who your lender is, this number again can vary. That's why we say they are what? You guys should be talking with me in this video by now. Estimated. That's why we say they are estimated, because each lender will have a different price for their appraisal fee and for their application fee. And this is also why I tell you guys to make sure you shop around with lenders, so that way you can see these numbers up front and you can compare and contrast your numbers, so that way you can get your best deal. So these numbers will vary. Then you have mortgage insurance premium up front. Now, granted, this client is being charged $0, okay, but this is most likely not going to be the case for most people. All right. There will likely be a number here, okay? So mortgage insurance premiums up front. Then you have your processing fee that is charged by the lender. Then you have your underwriting fee that is charged by the lender. Again, depending upon who you hire, depends upon how much it will be. Then you have your title fees. Again, depending upon the title company that you hire, depends upon how much this will be. Then you have your lender's owner's title insurance. Again, depending upon who you hire, depends upon how much this will be. Then you have your government recording fees. This is charged by your local county government. Then you have your county and state transfer tax. This is dependent upon the taxes on that specific property. And you have your county and state recreation tax. This is again dependent upon the tax from your county. Okay. So all of this, you guys, makes up your closing costs. This plus more, because things can be added to this list. So this is what your closing cost is typically made of. So this is why we say between 4.5% to 5.5%. We are using a price right now, a sales price at $350,000. You guys see that? That's $350,000 right there. So let's do some math really quickly. Pull it out. 300. Pull out my calculator, pull out yours. 350,000 times 4.5% equals 15,750. You guys can see we're above that. So this is why I say 4.5% to 5.5%. So let's do 350,000, okay, times 5%. Let's take it up. Boom. 350,000 times 5% gave us $17,500. How much was this total estimated closing cost? $17,580. So you guys can see, like I was saying in the beginning, it's estimated anywhere between 4.5% all the way up to 5.5%. But it depends on the property that you select, the county that you're living in, the property taxes, the lender that you use, the title company that you use. All of these things make up your closing costs. Okay. So I hope that this was really good information for you guys. Make sure you comment below, hit the like button, subscribe, connect with me, ask me all the questions that you have. You can find me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everything at I am Althea Hearst or at I am the agent coach. My goal is to just bring you guys so much great information and to inform you about home buying, home selling, real estate, lifestyle, and to bring it in an authentic space. All right. Like you guys see, I'm coming to you guys as myself. All right. High energy, that's me. In my house, clothes need to be folded, that's me. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a business owner, I'm all the things, but ultimately I am myself, and I want to encourage you to be the exact same way. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.